Okay.
That TV was that.
Yeah, well,
There we go.
I couldn't screen, that won't be any big
I
deal.
know, I couldn't do it.
Joe was right behind you, people were loaded in the truck.
It's a heavy one.
Okay. Well, meeting to order.
All right, Jim McLean,
Present.
Mike Emmy.
Yep.
Debbie McGinley.
Here.
Gary Cole.
Here.
Jim King,
Yes.
all present.
Should we stand and do the pledge?
We can, yeah, we should probably first one.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No agenda, or no minutes, no financials. Moving right along there.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to cover here though, so we go right on to the new business. Obviously, we're trying to get some stuff cleaned up from our issues in the last 2 weeks. And Sherry's got on here 2 interlocal agreements between the county and the town for some
Yep.
equipment, correct?
They're really not, there's one interlocal agreement, the other one is done by the form of corresponding resolutions. We'll take the interlocal agreement first. I've got extra copies for anybody that didn't bring theirs from the email, if you want to see that.
These are the ones that are signed.
Hey, Jim, can you see that speaker over there? Is it blue? Is it showing up on the top? Or is it? It's not showing red, is it?
No, I don't see any red. Says live,
Yeah.
but I don't see the
Just so
speaker.
it's not showing a red line on top, I'm gonna make sure they can hear. Yep. Printer, you check, but now here, the audience.
So it's not going to-
Can you see, make sure there's volume on the YouTube? No, not there. I mean,
I got
on-
an extra.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine.
That interlocal agreement is simply the expenditure of some opioid funds for the use of the police department's equipment. County's given it to them from that, and we just need to have an agreement that it accepts that and agrees to use that money for that purposes, which I'm assuming the chief is aware of.
And Sherry, you're putting it in a fund for the police department, right? Or that's good for their use. right?
Yes, correct. And they can just, yeah, they can spend right out of it.
So all I need is a
Motion to approve that agreement.
Motion to approve the agreement,
Second.
the interlocal agreement.
have a motion, a second to approve the interlocal agreement with the county for the opioid funds disbursement to us. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's good. Who's got one?
Looks like
That
they
one
got
will sign.
3, they have 3 here, so we got 3 to sign, so it must be,
No, you only need to sign two.
we only need 2.
That's what my answer was.
No, that's what they, well, he gave them to me.
Oh.
So did he,
Oh.
did you give me Bob's? Oh, no, they gave me all 3.
Oh, the county already did, okay.
Yeah, they had already signed off on them.
Oh, okay.
Got plastered.
Oh, so, okay, and he gave you 3 weeks to sign it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's that.
I think it's not-
Sign them all.
Oh, I'm off.
Sign, yeah. Sign your name and sign it. Okay, so,
Jim, did he want you to bring one back to him, or did you want me to give one to county attorney, or how did he?
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
not
you
fair.
can-
That's none of us. See, look.
Oh, okay.
That's that one.
Yeah, let's, yeah, I'll
So, yeah, you have to sign
find,
it.
find your name and sign it.
I mean, not that kind of page.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bob, if you'll do that, pass those
I'll
on.
take it back to him.
So we just signed one, and then lost one bit. That's what you got.
While we're signing those, we move on to,
Item number 2 is because of the flood, the county has been kind enough to offer you a 2011 F-250 pickup truck, has 141,000 miles on it. They were already going to abandon it as an unneeded property. So rather than just abandon it, they're willing to give it to the town for your use, if you are willing to accept it. And so on this, it's not an agreement, it's just they pass a resolution agreeing to send it to you. You have a resolution that would agree to accept it. And where are we on resolution numbers, Sherry? Okay, let's just make it,
This is the
That
next one.
That book got wet.
we'll make it
So-
4. How's
Okay,
that?
yeah,
Make it 4.
4, thank you.
Sure.
I probably, thank you.
So what we're looking for is a motion to accept the resolution to
pass resolution.
to pass a resolution to accept this truck from the county.
I'll make that motion.
Just before, somebody seconds, are we looked at?
He's got it,
Already
driving.
using
We
it.
were-
You're good to go.
It has insurance on it, and we are using it.
We get plates on it?
No,
Not yet.
no serious.
Just right around, no, no,
It's okay
it
to
does
count.
need cap bushings. They are already ordered those, over at county. And as soon as we slow down, get with them and they will replace those cap bushings for us.
Sorry.
I have a motion and a second to pass this resolution to accept this truck from the county. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Sign that one.
Yeah.
Start that. Okay,
You got 3 of those signs? Yeah.
moving on.
Getting there.
We have some funds coming in to help us with this flood, and we're want to create a fund to deposit. those
Fund
into-
relief donation fund is what I called it.
That's nice.
And you will recall, the last time we did it was for the cat barrel.
Yeah.
So this is now money so that when it's donated, and this is a non-reverting, so it can continue on past the end of the year, not go to the general fund. So it's a place to park the money as the donations come in. And you see, I just had some general wording in there talking about the emergency unprecedented action that's occurred and that we need money. And therefore, people who are kind enough to donate it will be used for this. And as you say, it is to restore public property, fund emergency operations that were associated with flood relief, potentially assisting affected businesses, property owners through improvements to any necessary public infrastructure, and providing any other necessary flood relief efforts, which you guys shall be determined and appropriated by the town council.
This might be 7 or 8.
Might be 7 or
Might
8.
be 7 or 8.
It might be, so
Might be.
pick one, just pick one.
Let's go 8.
Go 8, okay.
8, yeah.
That gives us room.
Yeah, business one.
So we need a motion to
Approve ordinance number 8.
approve this ordinance.
And we say that because this subject matter requires emergency action, this ordinance will take effect immediately upon its passage.
I make a move, motion we accept ordinance number 8, 2026.
Second.
Are we accepting or passing it, or?
You are passing ordinance,
Passing.
yeah.
So we have a motion.
Adopting, passing, either.
I make a motion we adopt ordinance number 8, 2026.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance 8, 2026, creating a flood relief donation fund, which will become available immediately, correct?
That is correct.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. We've kept you busy, Bob.
Yes.
It has been a busy week.
Join the crowd.
Yep, I know. Whatever we can do.
Along these lines, we've got, we've been blessed with some donations coming in that we need to accept and deposit into the said fund. Starting with a $17,000 donation from Wayne County Foundation. I'll
Do them all
entertain a
at once?
motion to accept that.
Each one separate or?
Separate.
Sort of, okay.
Yeah.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to accept the $17,000 donation from Wayne County Foundation. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next up, we have a big thank you and a donation $66,000 from Wayne Bank and the Boyd family. I believe it's from both.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, you're right.
So I'll look for a motion to accept that one as
I'll
well.
make a motion, we accept a $66,000 donation from the Wayne Bank and the Boyd family.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to accept this $66,000 donation from Wayne Bank and Boyd. Opposed? Followed by another gracious donation from Joseph Olson and Judy Salkowski Olson, who are former residents of Cambridge City and Lincoln High School grads from the class of 1982, an amount of $25,000. So I'll accept the motion for that as well.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to accept a $25,000 donation to the Flood Relief Fund from Joseph Olson and Judy Salkowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I just want to say real quick, these are all blessings and we're so thankful for all of them. And they came in very quickly and very, very happy to see them. And thank you is probably not enough to say.
Though not official, I can also report, there may be another foundation which I'm associated with that may be giving us some more funds.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Then we have a resolution to move money from, well, how do we word this,
Let
Bob?
me, this one.
So we just have so moved after you.
That's all you have to do, just.
It's gonna be 5.
This one's complicated, folks.
Yeah.
I will take a minute.
Did I never?
Thank you.
Adam,
Okay, good, okay.
You will recall, we had ARPA funds, and in 2024, this council was to designate its use, because at that time, we needed to designate it before December 31st. We designated 188 of that to go to the water project, and specifically to be applied to the Cooley construction contract for that phase of the water project. And that was approved. That money was then sent to a holding account that SRF put together primarily with bond proceeds in New York. So the money was sent to them. Well, as it turned out, that money was not necessary. Cooley was paid in full from the bond proceeds. So this is just sat. It is now turned into $217,000. We understand that in spite of that deadline then it designated, that we can now reallocate it, ask for the money back from that holding company, put it back into our funds locally, as long as it's still being used for, quote, water projects, which now the water project is part of the flood relief effort to apply the repairs for the water plant. It has to be spent before December 31st, 2026. But in order to accomplish that task, we have to pass this resolution to get that money back, still used. And so it's still the same ARPA money coming back from where we had sent it earlier that wasn't needed, and still being used for a water project, which is to make repairs to the water plant because of the flood.
So as you all know, we got Peerless in there helping us at the water plant. That's not going to be a small bill. And
You may have already.
yeah, so I don't think we're having any trouble spending this money before the end of the year. And that's really not to do a permanent fix. It's just a temporary fix. So
So this will be resolution 5, since the last one was 4, I take it. So it's 2026-5. And if this seems acceptable, a motion to approve resolution 2026-5 would be appropriate at this time.
I'll make that motion, we approve.
Second?
we have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2026-5 as stated. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Bob.
Sign it.
Certainly. I think that's all I've got.
You're signing
Moving on, next up is, you perhaps have heard that there is some folks wanted to, mainly Kix 96 and Sean Lamb, I believe, in conjunction with the Chamber and Western Wing Alliance, would like to hold a benefit concert at the Pavilion on September 4th, 2026. I don't know if we need a motion to, because the board,
Get punishment.
committee.
Park Committee
Yeah,
does that
they-
now.
Right,
But what we do need to do is, they've asked for alcohol sales by Chicago Pizza and Pilgrimage Winery. As I understand it, whatever they can do, they're going to raise money from this, will go to the flood relief funds. I'm not sure where they're saying they're going to go with it, if it's the Wayne County Foundation or the church, but one of those. So what we need is a motion to approve those sales pending signing off on the correct alcohol permits with the state and with Richard.
Yeah, that was going to be my question is, this is longer than usual. So I don't know if there's a time frame in the town
so like
for
midnight.
outside events, including alcohol, that's different. If there's any, I don't know if there's anything.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what the intent was here.
And it goes to midnight, so that means that people are, till 1 probably, so 12:30. And just wondered if there was any impact. Richard will know. I'm sure they'll.
He said he didn't have a problem if it extended on, but we just need to make sure we're following changing ordinance or whatever. Temporary.
I think we have a noise ordinance up to 11 o'clock, I think.
I think
Does that
that's
sound right? So we may have to,
And which is subject to being waived for special events, which you could do as part of this.
yeah.
So that would just make that a part of that motion, I would say.
Okay, so say it again.
We would,
You're
So what we're looking
waiving
for is
the
a motion.
applicability of the noise ordinance for this special event one time till midnight.
so we're looking for a motion to approve the alcohol sales on that night pending the,
And waive the time.
And it's all the conditions that we've always done with alcohol sales as far as providing insurance and getting
Correct.
permits. That's it.
correct,
I'll make
which
it.
we know these folks have.
Yeah.
Debbie made the motion,
Have a second?
second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the sales as well as waive that 11 o'clock. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Opposed?
Is there any homeland security issues? At a certain time of day?
No,
And lighting, no lighting issues?
but we're approved on like an annual, I always go up and check the stage anyway, make sure the fall zone's there.
I was thinking more around in the park, since it's after hours in the park, and we're gonna be in the park.
No, it's generally Homeland Security, it's outside. Because-
All right. Just checking, sorry.
No,
bad
that's
guy here.
fine. Good-
But
good thought.
I do the stages every time we have one, I make sure that we're doing it properly.
Great to do late concerts, because it's dark, you get better lighting.
Good.
I don't have a problem with
We're gonna be- you want to talk about what-
that. Sure, it's fine, sure.
So that's everything on the agenda, but we probably should talk about, we're in the process of trying to set up the town hall over in the old Pershing School. West Wayne Schools has offered our use of that. And so we're, the police department as well as Sherry's office will be over there as soon as we work out some of the issues getting internet in there, which has been the main complication so far, internet and phones. So hopefully we can get that worked out in the next day or two, but we ran into quite a few complications there. But
Will this be rent-free, or do you know if you'll be paying for
Yeah.
rent-free?
And they've also offered us to have this room for our council meetings until whenever we need to, so rent-free.
That's great.
So,
It'll be a public office where people can go pay
Yes.
the bills.
Yeah.
it's set up for them to pay their bills there.
ADA accessible.
Yes, there's a ramp.
There's-
I thought it was, I
Yeah.
just didn't know where the office was.
Yeah.
It's the old administration
Mhm.
area over there, actually.
And then a clerk treasurer from New Palestine had contacted me. She had been helping after one of the disaster. And she brought so much equipment to set up the office. And then Reed gave us all desks, chairs.
That's right. When-
And I mean, it's there. We just were waiting on our bodies getting there and just everything else that we.
We put word out, Bob, that we needed furniture, and within an hour, Reed was back to us and said, we'll be there with it. And
Great.
It was amazing.
Yeah, we've, so much has been
They
given.
brought in 8 desks.
Yeah,
Is town hall completely restored, or is it gonna have to be?
It looks like structurally it's down, but, it's gonna be a total remodel because everything's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Everything's gotta be torn out of it.
the paneling's gone. No
A
more
lot of
wood
it's already
panel.
torn out of it.
There's quite a bit out of it, yes.
It's,
The-
it'll be ready to start remodeling in.
How will we put that in the budget?
I don't know.
Is there any insurance, anything, any,
We don't have flood insurance.
Okay.
There's insurance on equipment.
we'll have to get some estimates, I mean, it could be a couple $100,000 or whatever the number is, it's more than we have. So
Yeah, it is.
unless our fund grows more.
As Jim and I have communicated with each other, there is a possibility that you can increase your tax levy to come up with more funds because of this emergency, but that passes that cost on to your property owners. And so it's a matter of which do you choose, which devil do you choose? You might need the money, but is this the time to pass on additional tax costs to your property owners?
I know Indiana Landmarks reached out to me, I'm on the board, and they want to activate a team to help us do any assessment of the building. And I think they have funds to restore, well, I don't know how much, but some amount, which could be,
I would think we definitely want to, in order to assess the building.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
and they won't charge you.
Okay.
And at some point in time, as the funds come in on this donation fund, you need to prioritize, okay, what are you gonna use them for first?
Yeah.
Equipment, what public property needs to be repaired first? And so those are gonna be some heavy decisions that this council will face in the next few days or weeks.
Yeah, we need lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
For
bunch,
sure.
they're all going.
We may have to meet more than once a month too for a while, so.
At this point in time, Sherry and I meet with the state rep for our normal budget. Right now, I think all we can do is present it as we had earlier passed and let them know that that could be subject to adjustments as we move forward because of all of this.
Our meeting's Thursday, I think, I think
Thursday,
it's
yeah.
27th.
I think everything in the past is up for review at this point until, as Bob said, we have a lot of hard decisions to make, I think, in the coming months, so. We're
trying.
in phase one right now, so.
Yes, stopping.
Yes.
In lots of places. I mean, building alone, but everywhere. It's perfect temperatures for mold.
All right, is there anything else you think I'll share?
No, nothing.
Mike?
I'm done.
Debbie?
You want to talk about-
Mike's tired. I might say Mike's done a great job down at
Yeah.
the dirt hole, as he calls it,
Dirt hole.
on the debris cleanup. He's done a great job, and I appreciate him doing that because there's no way I could have done it with everything else. And everybody's actually been really busy through it all.
Yeah, we've gotten about 500,000 pounds of debris out through that facility in the last 6 days.
Which is another bill we're gonna have. Wow. So,
Well, I
Gary, you
did-
got anything for us?
No.
Jim King?
Yeah, a couple things. One, I want to also thank Mike a lot because it's a lot of work. Jim, a lot of work. And I'm not sure what everybody else has done. I've been quite busy on other things and I appreciate being set aside for a little bit.
Yeah.
Second, on that point, we have a meeting coming up this week, right? What's the meeting on third?
Western Wayne.
It's a Western Wayne.
Western Wayne Alliance.
But is it going to be a communication meeting again or is it just that?
Wait, are
board?
you talking the one?
There's one coming up.
Oh, no, you're talking about the long-range planning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your question about?
When is it?
Oh, Thursday at 1:00.
Okay.
You did get an email.
I did get an email. Just that, I didn't know if that was a public meeting or if it was a,
It's open to churches, to government people cannot, as Jane puts it, vote, but they can attend to know what's going on. But We've invited Melissa from the school. I mean, we're gonna get all the stakeholders. The county people are coming, will be there, obviously, United Way, Foundation, EDC, all those agencies, all those agencies that have been involved in helping us are all invited to this meeting.
Do we have to have any positional thoughts for that, or not, we're just there to listen?
We're there to learn what the process
It's,
is.
yeah, it's
The
more,
process, okay.
Yeah.
it's more learning the process and training, but, you know, what they told us is somebody like yourself that was highly impacted by the flood probably won't be able to on the committee, right? But I'll be impacted by it.
You're gonna wanna be there to know.
Yeah, you'll want to be there.
Well, that's fine.
Basically, it's phase two. Phase one is getting stuff cleaned up, getting, you know, and then phase two is long range planning. Where do we go from here?
And honestly, we have moved quickly, whichever, quicker. Contained within the town. We didn't have outlying problems too much. I know, yes, as it went down south, but it's just a great amount of work by volunteers, the Amish, just so many people pitched in.
We didn't see any, I mean, everybody was cooperative and it was kind of good to see.
And the last point is, there are still comments coming out about where's FEMA, what do we plan to have any more communications on those topics?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, sorry.
So we're trying to communicate, and I'm putting a communication together tonight that he can get out tomorrow, because there's several things we need. Because the water update, we still don't have a past water test, and we need to get that information out. But where that, you know, people keep asking about FEMA, they're not going to be here in the next 2 days, you know, and we tried.
That's fine, I just keep getting asked.
Yeah, we tried to communicate that, but, you know, people were anxious, which I totally understand. But I asked the same thing on the 4 o'clock meeting, you know, don't always get a good answer there either, so.
Okay.
But yeah, we're trying to get that communication. We did get something out Saturday. We didn't get anything out today because some other things are going on, but I'm putting something together tonight. And I'll include something on that.
No, and again, that's a great part of this too, the town hall meeting or whatever that was held at the school was I know there were questions afterwards, but it was really a good thing. It was also lighthearted.
Mhm.
And, you know,
At times.
well, no, but it allowed people to come express a number of emotions. And one of those was some joy as well, especially when Jim made fun of Brenda or whoever he made fun of.
Well, I'm happy I could help.
I was gonna say, but that was the best part. No,
Well, yeah, Jeff.
Just this is for the board's information only. I had a call a while ago, they told me not to go to
You know
Henry
where
County or Randolph County now, because everything's on hold until they read and review the documentation from the president.
Okay,
So that was from my leadership.
okay.
to not go to Randolph County?
No, they wanted to review everything, all the documentation first, leadership, make sure they're totally up to speed before we step further.
Okay.
And if I know something else, you'll know.
Do you have anything else, Jim?
No.
Joe?
I've got quotes for mowers if you want to do that tonight. And when we can or cannot.
So-
Going on this.
So you might mention, how many mowers did we lose in the flood?
Of the 6. The only mowers we have are the 2 rear discharge mowers at the cemetery. That is it. Blowers, weed eaters, they're gone.
So,
Gilman's is going to look at our weed eaters and see what they can do with them. I've gotten hold of Kyle Hall. He started working on mowers. Wiring harnesses are shot from what he's seeing, so let alone with anything else, draining those fluids, all the electronics.
so for everybody's information that doesn't know,
5 mowers were underwater. Johnny's mower at the police garage.
right after this happened, we were asked to put a list together of things we absolutely need to do. We need, you know, things that we lost and we need to get replaced. And part of that, you know, part of this money that came in comes directly from that list that we gave out to the foundation and the county and stuff like that. And that's where the truck came from. That's where a lot of this money came from. So these mowers were actually on Joe's list. So some of this money that came in, that mowers were on that list because obviously we're not going to be able to keep up with mowing. I think if we get the park cleaned up, right?
Right. We've not been able to get on the well field at all. In the park, the venue has been mowed. I know
Seth came and finished.
Seth came and did it today, and then
Seth
Mr.
Reveille,
Reveille has done it twice up around the fire station and a little mowed anything. So what is getting done is being done by one of the community. And then Steve has been at the cemetery trying to keep that how he has been.
but you pulled him today to help.
I pulled him today because we had a volunteer
Dump
come in with a skid steer and a truck, and they were going around hitting what the smaller stuff that they could get.
I bet he dropped.
Quite a bit of the
Yeah,
smaller
they were
stuff.
really turning.
So
how many mowers you wanting to buy right now?
I've got quotes for 2 new mowers. I have access to an individual's mower. It is a Spartan mower with very few hours on it. I would like to get that if possible for the park. And then the 2 new ones for besides the park or the east side of the park, the well field, and then all the side streets
So 2 new ones and a used
and a
one.
used one is
How
what I
much
would
is the
like.
used one?
6,500.
Do we have that on here?
How
Do you
many,
have, I mean, did you?
No, that was on my
Okay,
list that I
okay.
turned
Oh,
in.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
how many quotes did you bring? I mean,
There's 3. They're right here. The one with the top good on is John Deere. One is New Holland in Richmond, and then is Makers, or Markers down at where Waterway used to be.
All those quotes are just for 2 mowers,
That's for 2 mowers, yes.
so that one quote for $58,000 is 2.
No, that's showing the
Okay.
one is carbureted, the other is electronic fuel injection
Okay.
for that.
I-
The
yeah,
New
I
Holland
didn't-
one, they have the Grasshopper mowers on it and Exmark. I've never used an Exmark mower. I've heard good and bad, but I had never personally used one. The other ones I have used.
I've seen them being used for public works.
So we
My
can-
opinion on that, the best bang for the buck is gonna be the John Deere for that 950, for that price that they're shooting.
is
And
that
that's
the
which
markers?
company?
No, that's the company.
Sony, yeah.
I couldn't read the name.
Yeah,
950.
So that's 24,000 total, 24,721.62.
yeah, for 2.
Okay. And then the X marks are.
Will they take in?
Are these zero turns
Yes,
mowers
yes, all of them are zero turn.
21,
and all 60-inch decks?
438.
Yes.
X marks are-
And they take the old ones or? they
I don't know what,
They just know.
the
that-
insurance, I don't know what insurance is gonna do, or when they're coming to, when are they going to do that? That was another question I had. Because we have insurance on the equipment, but I don't know what they're gonna do. And I don't know if we can fix them, because they go in there to try to see, those motors have to be drained, flushed, all the electronics, your oil, fuel, everything has to be done, your wiring harness.
They were very high, they had a lot of hours on them.
And if all that is not dry, your air filters, if that, pull the plugs, if there's any moisture left in that engine and we go to start it, it's gonna bend the rod.
Yeah, it's gone.
So.
And
try
there's
it.
insurance on that, even though we didn't have flood insurance?
There's insurance on, she sent us a list of the equipment that was insured. And you were gonna check. the-
Yeah, I have not checked it,
Okay,
so
so we'll
I
have to.
can,
I know you.
I'll have to check, I haven't looked, I don't know.
Okay,
What about the water building itself? Do we have flood insurance on that? I mean,
No,
it
we
had to be in a flood. I mean, it had to have always been
they
in a
said we
flood.
didn't.
Let's
Let's work on this.
finish this first. We really need to know the insurance situation first, I think, don't you? I mean, we could,
Not
I guess,
necessarily, I mean, you could approve a purchase, and if you get insurance, apply it to.
yeah, because they're gonna give us a check or whatever, right? I mean,
We just approved expenditure of these funds that we've received, so.
I just mean, we're not gonna meet for another 3 weeks, at least.
We need to get this.
Well, we don't,
And this, the grass is growing like crazy.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, we've not touched it in 2
I
weeks.
know it. It greened up and,
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
around the city buildings.
yeah.
No, I do have a rotary cutter, which I'll probably take my tractor out to the well field and use it, but. in my
Can you get these right away?
John Deere.
The John Deere probably, if not, they would have something that we could get to, I believe, the way, he was talking. Stuart, I believe is his name. They should have them in stock. The Spartan I could get in the next few days if you vote on that.
how much is that?
6,500. There's approximately 80 hours.
Is that the used one?
That's the,
Yeah, that's the used one.
But not much. 80 hours.
80 hours on that mower. That's not much on a.
It's very plain broken, really.
Right.
I think we're
Oh,
go
yeah,
ahead and
you told
get
me
that
that.
one
Okay.
at least.
We need to approve it
We just need to approve it.
because the grass is.
Trying to get things back as normal as possible for community, i.e. downtown, trash running in the cemetery. Everybody knows how many people are at that cemetery,
Right.
and keep it nice. And then even in town, we have had people offer to mow and everything, but like you're seeing all the debris, so we're gonna have to go through there and pick up stuff and be very cautious when we're mowing the next few times.
Personally, I have no problem going with the John Deere's and even the private, because we gotta get something.
I'd say we should
I agree.
do it.
That price is good, I just bought a commercial Kubota, and it was more than that, 12,000, it's more than that, it's got list price of 15,000, so it's a
Yeah.
decent price.
Yeah, they shot a very good price, Koenig did, a very good price. I mean, you see those on there.
Yeah, I was surprised that
Yeah.
John Deere was that,
Yes,
in that price.
and they're right there, access parts.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to
Make a
make a motion?
I'll
to
make a
approve this?
motion that we approve the purchase of the 2 John Deeres and the used Spartan.
Spartan.
Second,
With funds coming from the flood relief fund, I'm assuming.
Right, the funds we just approved.
So we have a motion, a second, to approve purchase of 2 lawnmowers from Koenig, the John Deere's, as well as the Spartan from a private individual for $6,500. And paid for from our flood relief funds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There you go. You can mow again.
The guys will be ecstatic.
On the weed eaters, have you ever used Sean on Dale?
60-inch size.
I
He has
have
a
not.
service that works.
They're 2 different.
I have
He
not.
does wonders for I had a lot of stuff that was underwater and he got it all working.
Okay. I called Gilman's, they can get it in Thursday.
He's near Kyle. It's
Okay.
Kyle you're talking about.
Yeah, Kyle,
Dale.
yeah.
He's just 2 houses up and on the west
Oh,
side.
okay, yeah, he's got his little sign out there.
He works on 2 strokes, 4 strokes.
Okay.
You turn him around probably overnight.
Bob, I have one more question for you. We have a former employee that's been working down there tirelessly on the excavator and he won't go back to work because he wants to help. And a couple people have asked me about finding a way to pay him. Is there a way we could pay him as a part-time employee?
It's gonna get into your salary ordinance and everything else.
So we'd have to add it to the salary ordinance.
Yeah, I suppose if you treat him as an independent contractor rather than an employee, is gonna be a better route to go. Because you can hire an independent.
It'd be much easier to do it as a contractor, right?
Yes, it would.
And could we then use these funds we just approved
Yes,
tonight
you
to
could.
pay a contractor, then that's
Yep.
what we should do.
So he would just turn in his hours or minutes or
Yeah, I
something
have
to
all
me?
of his out, I've been keeping track of all the volunteers out, I've got all of that.
Of course, you don't wanna open a can of worms that then other volunteers are wanting to be
No.
treated as a contractor as well. I mean, is he asking for it? Does he want, is he saying he's just continuing to volunteer?
He just continues to volunteer.
Yeah, and
Get him a gift card.
Gift card?
exactly,
That's a good idea.
like a stipend almost, just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Jeff,
I just need to get some clarification on, we got money coming in now from, the hazardous material and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and that, according to ordinance, either to, a specific, fund, or it gets earmarked as to the can only be used for firefighting equipment per our ordinance. And actually, per the state rule, you wrote the ordinance, you wrote,
I have to look at that. and be honest with you.
is that a particular, either it can go in the general fund, but it has to be earmarked, the amount of money it is, so it can be tracked. Because it has to be used for firefighting equipment.
I don't know.
that's just practice.
I just want, I don't want to get and shuffle. I don't tell the board what to do with money, but I just,
We'll look at it.
I'm getting a lot of questions about rebuilding some of these properties, our ordinance, some of these homes that were destroyed are on lots smaller than our ordinance will allow them to rebuild on. Is that going to come into play? Do we need to rewrite that?
If you want to allow them to, because I do think some of the ones that will say, yes, you can make modified changes to it without still falling under the grandfathering rule, but if it's totally destroyed, you can't put up a new. If you want to change this, that because of the special circumstances, we would have to take a look at that and change that code section for that.
Well, that's how I've been explaining it to people, that we'd have to go back
Yeah.
through that.
Would we change the code, or would we do it on an individual basis?
I think you would probably have a choice to do that, although I think you're gonna have, if you start doing it on an individual basis, I think you're gonna be asking for trouble, because some person's gonna get it, some other person's not gonna get it. How do you distinguish the two?
So maybe we just have to pass something that people who were affected by the
That
flood.
were affected by the
get-
flood,
Yeah.
that kind of like waiving the hour on the noise ordinance, waiving that section of your
Yeah,
code
okay, that's where I was going, was because then if we're gonna waive that, then it would just be for people
for people
affected by the
impacted,
flood, not the
not
whole
to
town.
every, that's right.
Okay. Okay, that's why I was thinking maybe you should be individual.
Is the desire for me to put something together like that that would do that then?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we will, so we can
Okay.
say we're on top of it.
Okay.
And we'll probably have to specify how we know they were affected by the flood, right?
But with
But
your
those
house
addresses, we'll have those
being
addresses.
there,
Yeah,
I mean, because they've gone around marking.
from the
Yeah.
211, right?
But there's the other side of the coin though, which do we inspect homes for viability? And like, for example, if somebody goes in to try to fix something that's off its foundation, or it's so damaged and they're trying to fix it, do we have any guidance in our code for inspections? Or is that done by another organization than ours?
It would be an engineering.
Joe, because I can't do commercial with the state. We can't, state can't handle the residential, but Joe has the authority to, for that. In
Say
the
yes or no,
residential
if
building
that
code.
odor is bad or good, yeah.
I'm just saying, is it a part of the permitting process? It's not typically. I
No, it's
realize
just
that.
part of the inspection.
Can we
If it's
order an
not-
engineering study on a house like that, like we did on the building downtown, commercial building on the alley down there? That was endangered earlier this summer. I mean,
We did
Oh, hi-hats.
a complimentary
yeah, hi-hats, right.
today. and
We
today-
got a structural engineer in town that's kind of working through a list, either by people's request or by ones we know are
Yeah,
questionable.
I don't want to like put all that on Joe without a person with that
Well,
professional
you know,
background.
ultimately, they'll have to go through the permitting process. So,
Right.
to rebuild.
And I had to help Joe, but I kept saying they can't, because if it's commercial, then I can go in and say, no, this isn't, and I put it in paper. But when it's residential, the state, nobody wants a state in their house.
Right.
We had a bit of a discussion today about this very thing and with the MA and such, and we really didn't get a great answer. So it'd probably be up to us to figure that out.
You fall into a gray area here somehow.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
think
you're exactly right.
with all the paperwork the government has, it, we find a gray area.
Yep.
There's always one.
All right, is there anything else?
Good discussion. Good discussion.
Yep, it is. There's more to come. If there's nothing else, we will
Motion to
entertain
adjourn.
the motion to adjourn. We got it in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
One of the main things in fire code and building code is one word.
Yeah.
Definitely the second, oh, wait, that's again.
Yeah, that's like a federal acquisition regulation, 1,000 pages. And every time I would have questions, they'd go, well, you know, it depends on your interpretation of this. And it's kind of a gray area. It's like, it's not gonna be a gray area in purchasing.